Master.
Clever so make you again Sktv benyo. Say my journey, tina get I say my jamo. And yes I know money, emu aye yo. And you love me, emu aye yo.
Sktv, the best in Liberia. Sktv, the best in Africa. Sktv, the best in Mama Liberia. Must hold by the lofa and grandmother.
And I didn't ya to money, and I said ya to money, and I can't play ya to money, and I could do ya to money, and I didn't ya to money, and I said ya to money, and I can't play ya to money, and I could do ya to money, and I don't get it now ya to money. That's the thing, and I don't get it now. Cause you work on my ya to money. Yeah.
Sktv, the best in Liberia. Sktv, the best in Africa. Sktv, the best in Mama Liberia. Must hold by the local and grandmother.
There are things we can do. We bring in good news and we give it to you. We talk it for podcasts and connecting people and culture from here and out part of the globe. Qualified people who waiting to sell. The flesh, the time and the efforts are rare. The broadcast we giving are real and the premise my best. To work with my life without fear. From Grandfather Nima to Lufa, from Riverside to Raji to Chide, from Grand Crew, Bombing, Kidman, Montserrat to San to Backwalu, from Maryland, Bonkan to the Mikey B. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB.
Sktv, the best in Liberia. Sktv, the best in Africa.
Sktv is the best in Liberia. Oh God. Well, we are the best, and that's just the fact, folks. Oh, wait to work on. Let me see. I'm not seeing something good. So I knew that something is happening. So that have been rectified. Thank God to all of you, those of you who are watching. Let me say the pleasant good evening. For a matter of fact, today is Monday, the 8th of September, the 9th month. You know, in this month, those of you know, us who are always thinking about, you know, some of the months, we take the months as our own months. You know, it's a month of this, it's a month of that, it's a month of, you know, everything. But for some of us who know well that the God we served, you don't pick and choose, you know, because we shape a lot of blames on God. Oh God, how can you make the other people poor and make the other people rich? No, it's not God that making people poor and people rich. No, it is your own mind, your own thinking, your own life that you when you decide to be poor, you'll be poor, and that's the thing. So the knowledge is there for you to make money, and for you to work hard, and you know, that's the life. So you know, all the time we always shifting blames on God. But people, good evening. Welcome to the Monday edition. I guess that this Monday edition will be fascinating. You know, to our old folks, to our old man, you know, today on Monday, the 8th of September. Let's share the show, people. Let's share the show. I know there are a lot of artificial shortage of Liberian dollars in the market, and those of you are wondering as to what's going on, because right now, you carry money anywhere, they just change it anyhow. Look, yeah, they don't make it West. Just for me to go out there to buy a bottle of juice. Just imagine, Lone Star was leading 2-0. I think we're in the 70 some more minutes. I said, okay, let me go out. Let me go buy something quick and come for the show. Wanted to go out and come before let me enter the fence in family, but it's true. I was shocked. How come? So the Lone Star of Liberia, I go play in Malawi. It started with a scoring, you know, in the first 3 minutes. They pull one go there, and we were celebrating. Oh God! Well, let me share with the show. When we do all of this, supposed to go talking. Please share the show, people. It will be hard today. It's Monday. As usual, we do this day as what's on your mind, open mark. So many things to talk about. So we don't want to just go to specific issues. I know there are a lot of things trending, a lot of things ongoing. Some of you are happy because quote unquote there are a little drop into the USD rate. Well, then say there are so many concerns about that. That's a good one. I know you will also chip in on that. If, our people wouldn't understand. In fact, those of us who are not, if we have nothing to do with the study of economy and so forth, even though we can feel the impact, that's the thing. You don't got to be, or maybe in fact you know how to have PhD in economy and so forth before you understand the impact of economy. No, when things get better, you will know. So that thing people can be talking about graft. Those of you who they just reading people who they to our people. One of the ministers, whenever they are getting opportunity, the first thing is for them to carry huge documents that will confuse our people. The people want their life to get better. What they have to do with they grab a move from here, it will climb up. That one is you when you're doing your theory or something, maybe at the diplomatic or maybe at some kind of level, then you can carry your grab. But our Oma on the farm, the papa who been struggling to pay children's school fees and so forth, what you got to do with grab? What you have to do with grab? Everything about us here, our own sons and daughters who are leading us, they are the one creating all of the kind of a problem for our people, for the old folks. Everything you just explaining. Why you don't want to make impact in the life of the people instead of you just be explaining? But anyway, that's how they show people. But Ali will soon be here. Mr. Connor will join us on the Monday edition. That's how the show I'm doing now. Please, if you just joining us, good evening. Let me work on that. Okay, Mr. Connor already here. No time to waste. I like that. Robert Fasulu Jacqueline, my brother. Good evening. Nimba Mandi Yako. Good evening. Sidiki Travid, thank you for joining us. Mr. Kane, how come you come like that? Someone was saying in a come. But anyway, what's up? Everything?
Everything is good. I'm really excited about it and I'm very happy. Okay. I mean, a crazy person can be an angry winner. Okay. A loser is supposed to be angry and a winner is supposed to be happy. And saying that we are winning. I'm not talking about winning an election. We're talking about winning the minds and the hearts of the Liberian people at CMC. So I'm very much excited. And I'm very happy about that. Let me see here. I think you're supposed to take out something, but you didn't do it. You didn't remove the CMC logo that I did yesterday. That was not for you, for your show. But I just changed it back.
Yes, I saw that, and thank you.
Yeah,
yeah. Good.
Yeah, like that, you got to tell me because, SKTV is not CMC show, but when I'm doing my own thing, and I was not doing it on SKTV anyway, I was doing it on my personal account, but just like because of the shut up in the computer, you kind of like had that one stuck there. Yeah, but it's good to be here.
And I think they sort of also have a team. I saw something that that's for CMC, right? That's good. It's good. So sometimes sometimes
that is just in the software. Mm-hmm. Now when I'm ready, I can use the software for different stuff. But whatever you guys do as SKTV, that has nothing to do with our, with my personal things.
Well, great. Thank you, Mr. Kane. I like that. As usual, that's one of our strengths here on this platform that, the Steve was saying once upon a time that we don't even have meeting. We don't even go behind the scene to even discuss as to which of a topic or or if I want for someone to say or not. No. So I like that. And you just stated, so all of you, our viewers and all of our listeners, look, even those of you who are also CMC people, when we come here, don't feel that maybe because Mr. Kane is here, that means every time you hear Mr. Kane talking, as soon as you talk 1, 2, you hear CMC. No. So we know the reason we are here is for all of you as people, those of our citizens, who want you all to have your own interest in your country and be able to develop and listen and learn exactly those people who are leading you. So that's our strength. We'll always be here to do that. But Mr. Connor, today is Monday and so many things to talk about, ranging from the president travel. I think the president, or maybe a few hours, or maybe a day from now on, he will be on our side to you people. He left this morning for the U.S. To attend the UNGA. That is, I think that will begin anytime soon this month. And so, apart from that, so many things happening back home, ranging from the weekend. The CMC was seeing that of Lofa County and doing their own citizen engagements. With a lot of things been seen there. The political leader was also giving his own or talk about what you will do for the people there in Lofa County and so forth. Because mind you, is someone who don't say I will. You always doing it before even maybe asking the people for anything that you want to. So that we're also seeing over the weekend. And not too long, one of the assistant minister, Karishma Peno, she resigned, and I've been trending on the social media. She resigned as our assistant minister. So that means one of the member of the rescue train just dropped. I don't know, drop out of the train for what reason, we don't know. But I think there are a lot of mediations on the internet, people saying their own the way they want to say it. But as far as she's concerned, she resigned on a good note, according to her. And the Lone Star of Liberia, before coming on, I don't know how come over Mr. Khan was leading 2-0 for nearly almost 80 minutes, only for me to go out to buy my bottle of water or juice to come back in the compound to watch the game. Saw that in fact it's 2-2. So the game drew 2-2, Malawi 2, Liberia Lone Star 2. But apart from that, Mr. Khan, the USD rate has dropped. I don't even know how to even describe, but it dropped to the extent that Liberians are even confused because they don't even expect this to happen. But the USD is gradually dropping. People are changing, or in fact, the money changers, they are changing the money based on their own understanding. According to some of them, they are saying that because it's lack of shortage of Liberian dollars, according to a lot of information, and confirmed that when you go to the bank, you don't even receive any huge sum of money, especially Liberian dollars. So because of that, they are finding it difficult to get Liberian dollars in the market. So they are changing their money because of lack of Liberian dollars. So the USD rate in Liberia is not stable. Some places you will change your money for 170, some places 160, some places 180, and just like that. So as far as we're concerned, things prices are still the same, apart from the one that the president make his own adjustment on, including the rest, the flour, and that are the egg. So far so good, Mr. Cannon. These are trading national issues back home.
Yeah, so I'm just trying to share the show here while we're talking. Mabel, Ali, anyway, let me welcome Ali. Ali, welcome. How you doing, my brother?
Good afternoon, Mr. Kane. Good afternoon, Maybon. Good afternoon to our listening audience and followers. Yes, Aliyu Masali, glad to be here this afternoon. How you guys doing?
We're doing great. Yeah, so Maybon, I'm not in Liberia, but speaking of the rate dropping, I think that's a good news. I will not actually find any reason to that, whether it's because of scarcity of Liberian dollar in the market. Well, whatever the reason is, the fact that the rate drop, and that is something Liberian people have been yearning for, I will take that as a good news and move with it. But I will also wait to see how long that will take. I want to see how stable and how reliable that is, because money exchange rate dropping, temporarily, like for a day or two, that's not what Liberian people are looking for. Joseph Boakai did not get to power today. Joseph Boakai got in power almost going to 2 years now. And the rate, has been consistently high on the Liberian people, and that's not something they want. So if all of a sudden and the rate drop, that's a good news. We hope it will stay that way. We hope that will continue for the longest. But overall, Liberian people are not happy. Things are not well with the Liberian people. The way the president announced the dropping of the rice price, that's not the way you do things. That's not how you run a government. You have to get people informed, getting used to, what is about to happen. Give them some heads up, give them some idea as to what is coming in, what is actually leading to that particular change. But just to abruptly come and say, let's start changing today, as if you are playing or joking with the people, and nothing changes, then that's crazy. That's something that I don't like. But overall, Joseph Boakai is traveling to the United States for the United Nations General Assembly, as you mentioned, Mabel. A few months ago, we were everywhere around Liberia and around the world, jubilating that Liberia has gotten a seat on a non-permanent position at the United Nations. So from that day up to where we are, what has been some of the dividends, some of the, let me put it in a simple way, what will be some of the benefit to the Liberian people when we got that position? The only thing I saw was the Chinese government, through the ambassador, showing their dissatisfaction about the way Liberians voted against their interest, saying that they were disappointed. And sometimes, it is a custom that people travel, leaders travel to the United States General Assembly. They are giving, time or a particular minute to speak to the world. But it's not about, the writing nature or your ability to deliver the message. What's matter is your substance and truthfulness as to what you're going to deliver to the world. Is Liberia, Joseph Boakai going to say Liberia is moving gradually? Joseph Boakai will say Liberia is making progress. Joseph Boakai will say Liberia we are doing good. And those are millions miles away from the facts. We know Liberians are suffering. We know exactly what Joseph Boakai will do. They will craft a very beautiful write-up. And Joseph Boakai is not, we are not stranger to Joseph Boakai delivering beautiful message or messages. But what we eat in Liberia? No. So we expect nothing new, nothing actually substantive. We expect the same thing that we have witnessed time without number. But I know at the end of the day, Liberian people will judge Joseph Boakai government not based on the message Joseph Boakai going to deliver to the United Nations, not based how many times Joseph Boakai travel to the Osa War and come back with nothing. Liberian people will judge Joseph Boakai and Joseph Boakai government based on their own status, based on the deliverable, based on the living condition, based on the raw condition, based on their livelihood as a whole. So I look forward to listening to him. Like I said, Joseph Boakai is not somebody who is short of, idea or skill to speak or to deliver a message. In fact, Donald Trump, of all people, gave him, you know, English speaking award. They speak better English. They speak good English. But what does that mean for the Liberian people? Does that put anything on the table of the Liberian people? Does that help? You know, my Mary who is suffering to send her child or her children to school. Does that help that child that is going to beg hungry? Does that help improve the security of our people? Does that help fit our roles? So these are things that we should look at. And personally, I do not expect anything more than the usual thing, you know, sugarcoating, lip services, and nothing else. So we look forward to it, and we are standing back to commend the president if he present a factual picture to the world and Liberian people in the diaspora, or he will do as usual, come and lie, deceived, present counterfactual information to the Liberian people and the world at large, and we will take it from there.
Great, thank you, Mr. Kane. But Ali, what say you? What's up? Everything. What are some of the things that that you think that maybe that we pass on? Even though in other news, Mr. Kane, at long last, the president of the Republic of Liberia appointed Samuel Steve Kwa as MOS, that is the Minister of State for Presidential Affairs, to head that ministry. I mean, right in the office of the president. So all of the speculations, all of the rumors, all of the news have been trending about people who were maybe quote unquote listed to fill in that gap. At long last, that office has now been filled by Honorable Steve Kwa. So yeah, so that's the other news during the week. But I go. But Ali, what say you? Everything?
Yeah, but thank God, things are okay gradually. Yes, over to the issue there, I want to say congratulations to Mr. Tikwa for your appointment to serve as Ministry of State and to work in the interests of our country and also to work along with the president. And I appreciate the president for making that appointment, even though other people were talking about this guy Costa and what have you. These are some of the things that make our country continue to fail because we only give people position based on political party affiliation, not based on merit or qualification. So I urge Mr. Tikwa to serve well in the interests of our country and also with the president. You can give people like controversial man like Costa that position. They did something happy between him and the president. All the president 5 a.m. call, all the national security briefing will be in the public there. That position is almost like a society. You have to be very sincere and straight to the president. You have to hold certain things, no matter how they push it to the wall, you can say it. So Costa will not qualify for that position. And to the issue about permanent resignation, you know, this government is a government. The moment they suspend you, you know your own is done. And I saw certain thing on the social media that she was suspended because of certain thing happening in the office, and they were waiting on the president to confirm her suspension. I saw something like that. So I know a resignation when I heard about it, I say it's not strict because this government, the moment they suspend you, you know your own finish. So I think it was better that she resigned than, than for them to suspend her for time indefinite. And I went on the strong rescue soldier there. People refer to her as the president daughter. Okay, so that's it. Maybe time will come, she will tell the people the reason for her resignation and other things. And this issue about the US rate going down, that's a good thing. But what baffles me, time in time, US rate will go down, team prices are stay up. Even during our administration, the same thing used to happen. You will see US rate going down, but the team prices are still the same. So it makes no sense to me because I expect when the US rate dropping, team prices should be dropping. But US rate dropping and team prices are still the same and even going higher. So it make no sense to me. Okay. And the issue about the repress, just as Mr. Kane said, I said the same thing because during previous administration, even if the government decide to put rest on the market, people went and bought their rice maybe $14, $15, and they were selling it for $15 or $16. So the president, why you need to do? This is my first time set to see this happening, but this is the rescue government. Everybody educated. Because if we're talking about team prices coming down, we expect to hear it from the comment minister, not the president. But the president was the one that came to announce how repress has dropped down to $14. Up to now, I stay confused as to whether that wholesale price or that retail price. And as I was saying, such a thing you have to come and tell the people beginning September 20 or the 25th, rest will be sold on the Liberian market for $14. So those of you that get rest in your store, you can sell it, but from the 25th, the rest will be sold for $14. But just to come and tell people, oh yes, beginning tomorrow, repress will be $14 on the Liberian market. I don't really know, but that's the sophisticated government we have with all the well-experienced and educated people. But to actually what we don't like that, at least give the people time. Let it sell their rice and things. So those people who bought rice $16, they were selling it $17. What do you expect them to do? Are they not going to lose? Everybody doing business to get profit. So if you just come and enforce prices like that, they are going to lose as well. But that's the well sophisticated, experienced government we have now, with all the fraud and mistake that they're always making. So that's what I have to say.
So move on to the issue that you raised.
Because yeah, go ahead.
You talk about two different things. So I need to say something about them. First of all, my brother Ali mentioned Costa not being qualified for certain position, because of, the proximity with the president and the rest of it. Honestly speaking, I'm not a fan of Costa. I don't like his politics, but Costa is way qualified than many people in that government, including Joseph Boakai himself. Costa is young. He's energetic. He's smart. Street smart. Everybody get their own butt, and the butt for Costa, he settles for anything financially. But in terms of qualification, the level of intellect, health, being smart, Costa is better and smarter than many people in this government, honestly speaking. I know some CDC and Jowia supporters are angry because of the way Costa switch, but Costa has been like that. That's not strange. Some of you will need to check yourself. If Costa goes to UP today, yeah, Costa a hero. You switch by, go to CDC, hey, Costa a hero. You move on back there again, go back to Unity Party, yeah. So you guys need to check yourself. You need some soul searching. You need to check yourself as to what to celebrate and to know the character of people that you bring to your cycle, especially when it comes to leadership. And according to my information, Henry Costa did not ask for this position. Costa heard his name just like everybody else hearing it. The rescue children who are still angry with Costa because of what he did, about switching to George Weah during the last election, they stay angry at him and the exposure that he did to Joseph Boakai. So anything with the name Costa, they just like to exaggerate and always, often show their anger against, Costa. Unity Party people are the one that are doing it. But Costa, for him, I don't take Costa seriously. But yes, but if Costa is with these people, you cannot discount Costa or even minimize Costa's qualification or his ability compared to those who are serving. From Joseph Boakai down to the last person in this government, they are all not qualified to run Liberia. That's a fact. There are a bunch of praise singers bunch of liars who actually promoted lies and deception, who came to power through lies. And this is the reason why they are struggling today to run the country. One corruption scandal after another. And Costa being, noted by people have been calling Costa being corrupt, being, blackmailer, being this and this, being that Joseph Boakai is the same in the government. That's what they do. So Costa is best fit, best fitted in any position in this government because they're all the same. So to say Costa is not qualified, I respectfully disagree with that. If Joseph Boakai can be qualified, somebody that they themselves consider as a dead man can be, qualified to be president. What about a man who is energetic and strong, who can move around? So with regards to that girl that you talk about being suspended or resigned, we know how she went to the rescue party. She went to the rescue party because of her ability to attack and to insult Yeke Koluba. Her ability to attack and stand up against the CDC people. The qualification for Joseph Boakai government is to be able to insult his opponents, disrespect people, and prove that you can insult better, then you are qualified. But then to stay on depends on the level of loyalty. You must be loyal to the Unity Party, no matter what. You don't have your own way. You have to live by the will of the Unity Party. You got to work by the way and pleasure of the Unity Party. Not Joseph Boakai, but Unity Party, Joseph Boakai and the people around Joseph Boakai. And if they see any problem, anything short of that loyalty, then definitely you are gone. And Joseph Boakai and the Unity Party, they are not accustomed to upholding trust or any level of commitment to people. They will use you, they will bring you closer, and they will find reason to let you go. That's exactly what happened to her. But she just, a minute portion of what we will see. There are a lot of people holding high-profile positions. They will be let go. We shared it before on the platform, Mabel. We told you guys there will be a lot of people going. There will be a lot of people leaving.
Oh, yes, indeed.
Those who are now original Unity Party people, they will be let go. I told you that. But they're going small. But I'm not mad. I'm not really surprised at some of these people going. Because they themselves, they're not honest to Liberia. They are a bunch of grave seekers who buried their integrity and proud, knowing that Joseph Boakai is not capable of running Liberia. They went to support him, putting the future of our children at risk for their own benefit. So I am not surprised. That lady, I saw her as a very young and promising individual, but I was shocked, at her and so many others to see them, compromising their integrity for everything they fought for against George Weah to settle for even lesser, because of their personal egos. So yeah, I'm not surprised.
And Mr. Connor, to you and that brother Ali, there where I was coming with the issue of politics, the way we do politics. So that go back to the issue of having Costa back to back and so forth. Because for me, I don't get it that people will even go at that, way of doing politics. Is that people will change? Just say that someone will say, maybe if you insult, all you do for us is you just continue to attack, insult them, even whether they are saying the truth or not.
So Melbourne, just to let you know, maybe you have read it or not yet. With regards to the gentleman who was recently appointed to be the Minister of State for Presidential Affairs, Mr.
Samuel
Stikwa. And I didn't know much about him. But then when I read something came from Joseph Barker himself, explaining his connection to the guy, and he also from Anthony Kesseley, who posted that, behold, this guy was the chief of staff for Joseph Nima Boakai since Joseph Nima Boakai was vice president. So if Joseph Nima Boakai had this guy as his vice president, as his chief of staff for 12 years, and we all saw Joseph Nima Boakai's testament performance, and after not only his performances in public offices, but Joseph Nima Boakai's personal life, the life of his surrounding, Joseph Nima Boakai's performance in Lofa, Joseph Nima Boakai performance in his own party, all the way to the other political institution that they had, some collaboration with. To say this guy was Joseph Nima Boakai chief of staff speaks volume. It means that this guy has been part of the failure of Joseph Nima Boakai through all his life. And like I said before, the appointment of this guy is not based on his, ability to lead or any other tangible records that you can point to, but only his loyalty to Joseph Nima Boakai. As a matter of fact, this guy was recently appointed by Joseph Nima Boakai to Nokar to be there, to be the one taking Joseph Boakai shares of the pies from Nokar. The money that the government been stealing for Nokar, this guy was the one that was there taking Joseph Nima Boakai portion of the money they've been stealing. So this guy is like a bare ball for Joseph Nima Boakai. That's the reason why he was appointed. There were a lot of other names that were more qualified academically based on experience and achievement that were well qualified than this guy. But this guy has more loyalty. This guy has paid his due by being loyal servant of Joseph Nima Boakai. So Melbourne, I went and posted this on my page. Guess what happened? Somebody from the Unity Party went and threatened to kill me, saying that, Seku, you only have 14 days. You have 2 weeks. You got 2 days, 2 weeks to speak. After 14 days, you're done. So I just laugh. I just laugh about that, and I try to post it to expose the person and expose their limitation, expose Joseph Nima Boakai and the government, how their things came, how they want to run the country, but they don't want to be criticized. When they spend their whole life criticizing other people. But this kind of threat, it's not strange to me. But one thing I can show Joseph Nima Boakai and those that they are sending to threaten my life and life of other people, that only God can take people's life. All that nonsense what you are doing, that for nothing. It was just funny to me. But one thing I can assure you, it be threatening me. No matter what, I'm from a family. I'm from a culture. I'm from a community. If you threaten me, you may not get some repercussion from me directly. We have threatened a lot of people. I'm not afraid. I'm not scared. I will even do more moving forward. This kind of behavior even emboldens me. It energizes me. It gives me more reasons to go after you and to speak truth to power. So threatening me will only help me get more strength. But I can assure you, if you have the nerve to threaten to kill me simply because of speaking my opinion and speaking truth to power, speaking truth about your government and the corrupt nature of your government and the corruption being carried out by your president, you threatening to kill me because of that, you got a lot of people to kill. But again, I'm not going to do anything. But I know when I put the information out there, I'm a leader. I have a lot of followers. I have a lot of supporters and fans from all kinds of people. If you threaten me, maybe somebody will be angry at you too. They might take it serious. So let's learn to do our politics that is driven by discussing issues. Issues that matter. If I say Joseph Parker is corrupt, if I say the guy that he's appointed is bad ball, come and refute it. Debunk my statement. But you cannot threaten to kill. You have no ability, you have no power to kill anybody. You cannot use those bullying tactics to silence some of us. No way. You're missing the point. So, Melbourne, I just wanted to, say that.
Yes. So, Mr.
If that person is listening, or the other government people listening, whoever they send to threaten to kill me, that is the weakest method they could have ever taken. That's not going to help you, because that only emboldens me. It energizes me. It gives me more strength and energy to go after you in speaking truth to power, in shining light on your flaws and your misdeeds and corruption. So that's not enough. You got to do more.
And Mr. Colonel, let me join you. These are threats and these are things that we go through every day, but for some of us, we don't really mind because now we're used to these things. And you are quite correct. But for me, I don't want you to take this thing like that. For example, if this thing comes from official that you think that have the power, because mind you, we have people who can spend money just to take away someone's life, and they can do it. Instead of them developing the life of the people, they will rather want to get rid of someone, quote unquote, because they feel that that person is critical. I don't know how Liberians think. Yesterday, in less than 6 months' time, you were critical, like in fact, Liberia even burned just because quote unquote other Liberians were in power and you're not in power. But today, you're only 1% of what you did yesterday coming back, and you are seeing some of them. Even when you post, they will come on your post, they want to insult you. Yeah, but Mr. Khan, I'm getting unconfirmed reports and alleged that since the GSC report here and there for the past almost 2 months, they haven't getting their pay. Allegedly, though, these are information I'm getting. It's still here unconfirmed that since the GSC and the Ministry of Finance have their, so the government herself, by the time people want to even come out from within the government and say, okay, this is not right. Let's do the right thing for our people. Some clique or cartel, that you may call them, will also, get angry and say, oh, some ministry or this want to go against us. Oh, so they want to bring our government down. So that means this person don't like our government. So because of that, Mr. Kennedy, this is why we are not getting any good result from our governance system. Because GSC is coming out with all of their reports and finding that, yes, this is what's happening. This other thing is happening. Money is missing. Because of that, allegedly, we're getting a report that almost 2 months, the people, they haven't been taking pay. If it is true, though, but if these information are not true, we want the Ministry of Finance to say, yes, it's not true, or we are going to pay them. But if you know these people, yeah.
To cut long matter short, for me, I will believe anything I hear when it comes to the failure of this government, because they themselves, they have proven to be total failures. Beyond that, should we take this information seriously? It is not enough for GSC to say, or to some investigation or audit to show something.
Mm-hmm.
If the people themselves believe that they are not being taken paid, maybe they have the right to let the world know. They have the right to protest. They have the right to resign. They have the right to take action against the government, whether it's legal action or whether it's popular uprising, whether it's just expressing their fundamental right, the right to assemble, their right to openly express their dissatisfaction about the way they've been treated by the government. But if they are muted on the Mabon, if they are accepting it and sweeping it on a carpet, it means that they themselves, they are enabling the bad treatment from the government. Other people are getting $15,000. Other people are getting $5,000. Other people getting, the other boy guy is buying car for $1.1 million, United States dollar. The other children getting, consultancy money from all agencies in government, taking home hundreds of thousands of dollars a year, a month. There are guys that I know from America here, they're in because they were Unity Party, they campaign for the Unity Party, they are not there, they have no appointments, but they are getting consultancy money. Consultancy money from every agencies of government, $2,000 here, $3,000 here, $4,000. At the end of the day, they're taking home over $20,000 a year, a month. While people that are working, while people that are working are not making money. That's the kind of country we have. But it's up to the people to stand up for themselves. What we can do here, you myself and other media outlets, what we can do is to make sure we shine light on these flaws, on these corrupt attitudes. But we cannot do so much. The people themselves, they have to stand for themselves. And Liberian people, they have, the right to stand up. They can do it now. They can wait for 2029. They can do anything they want to do is within their fundamental rights under our constitution to stand up for themselves and stand up for the people and stand up against lawlessness and massive corruption that has overtaken our country.
But Mr. Can I tell you something maybe before Brother Ali come on? Why you think these things are happening? They have the issues of silent, been too much into so many government agencies, and our people are grieving. They are slowly, like someone would say, they are poisoned, that that been eating them up, even including the issue of transportations. Most of the government agencies or ministries, our people there, they are crying for transportations. Sometimes you hear that, in fact, the other buses have been upon there because due to some technical issues or maybe mechanical issues or actually, but most of our people yesterday that was acting like they were speaking out because of the ills affecting them. Well, they are suddenly, you are just saying, what's the issue? Is that maybe they not give up and say, well, whether we talk or not, like we are just the same, so no need for me to waste my time. Is that the reason why they are silent and just continue maybe to engage media behind the scene?
I don't know. I don't know what method these guys have, but what I know, maybe these guys, they have not been doing good, not only for the Liberian people, but for themselves. They have a very poor media engagement methods. They have very poor communication skills. Or perhaps most of their work, if you look at the Unity Party and this government, from the get-go. Most of their works have been about lying. So maybe it's hard to promulgate or to propagate lies. You can lie to come to power. You can lie to, fool people to vote for you, to support you. But it's very hard, very, very hard. It is very, very tedious to work with lies. You can never run a government with lies. Because what happens, you can lie about something, but the people need to feel it. The people need to feel the change or the changes that you are making. If the people see some changes in their lives, definitely you don't have to say it. That will speak for itself. But if you are not doing anything, but you just want to present the opposite, you're not doing anything, but you want people to feel like or believe that you are doing something, but they are not feeling it, there's a tough sell, maybe. It's a tough sell. So maybe Ali, has something to say. Ali, back to you. To the same question maybe was asking. Ali, are you there? All right, Ali is not there. So yes. So since about maybe 30 minutes or so, since I posted the threatening comment from the person, from that UP person who threatened to kill me in 2 weeks, I've been getting a lot of calls, text messages in my inbox. Some people saying, "Oh, Sekou, don't joke with this. Oh, Sekou, when a blind man say, throw stone, it means that they already have the stone in hand and stuff like that." Everybody's saying their own thing. I can assure you, all of you, I know that lady can't do me anything. She's not able to do me anything. She was threatening. I know she may be depending on something, but my life is not with any human being. It's with God. And I know also, like I said, I'm from an institution, I'm from a family, I'm from a community. There will be people who will take this very seriously, and they may take action. But personally, I would take it as one of those headless, chickens with no sense of direction, or someone who might have getting really, really hard, taking in a lot of weed, or some kind of, substance, controlled substance that has overtaken her hair to think that she can kill me, giving me 2 weeks, giving me 14 days. But again, I will have no control over what other people will do or how other people are going to react to her action. I have no control over that. But for me, I believe that she's just making herself feel happy. And try to, because she called the guy who was appointed. She posted the guy picture on her page, say, "Congratulations, Daddy." So because we question the credibility of the guy in question, that's why really getting her angry, giving me 2 weeks to live. But again, my life is not.
Why you want to be behaving like the 772? Why are you beating around the bush?
No, I'm not beating around the bush. I'm not going to. Let me tell you, I'm not going to threaten her. She threatened me, right? I'm not going to threaten her.
No, I'm not saying that.
Listen, and I have no capacity of killing somebody.
No, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that
listen.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to threaten her. I'm not going to tell anybody to do anything to her. But what I can tell you, I have no control over how other people are going to react to her. That's it. Hold on. Let's go. I think Abraham.
So my point here, I don't know about my point. Clear so that maybe other people can maybe the way. My point is, I'm saying that you are sounding like, or maybe the same question I just asked you, about the civil servant that maybe you are still beating around the bush and you don't want to tell who is this person, the name of. For me, if I have all of the kind of evidence in front of Facebook, everything in, I will come publicly and tell you that yes, John
No,
Brown
but
said this.
the evidence is there. But the evidence is there, man. But why would I want to make somebody popular on the radio?
Good. So
Yeah,
what I'm
but
saying.
The evidence is
it's
there on my
actually
page. Everybody's seeing it.
that
Everybody's seeing it.
Yeah, but
So
what
what
is
about? Yeah, so everybody's seeing it. Everybody know who she is. So for me personally, coming out here and calling her name, that will only promote her. So I will not do that. But since I called Ali attention before earlier, but Ali was not available. Everyone just called. Everyone want to say something. Let's give everyone the chance. Then we'll go back to Ali after that. Everyone, are you there?
Yes, I'm here, man. Let me say good afternoon, my brother. Great job, man. Keep it up, okay? Listen, Sego, I understand why you are driving at, and rightfully so. And even before you guys would come on the show, I saw your post and the response to that individual. But Sego, you are missing a point here. These behaviors exhibited by those people emanating from the top of the government. JMB should be responsible for these utterances. But because the CA emanating from the office of the executive mansion, that's the reason why people are following suit, especially supporters of Unity Party and the rescuers. So you have a president just a few days ago conducted a press conference or address to the nation or whatever, or what they call it, a cabinet meeting. And in that meeting, he verbalized his frustration by indeed people, Liberians are disrespectful, they just insult people, and so on and so forth. It's because the frustration and the messages of the Liberians is resonating with the Liberians populace, and of course the government is getting frustrated by it. That's one. Two, President Boakai, right under your watch, just a walking distance from the information ministry to the executive mansion, you have a minister and a deputy minister that insult every prominent Liberian that opposed to the views of the government. The likes of how to call the guy, Daniel Sando, and of course, Dia. They literally insult people, call them names. You have never reprimanded them before. You have never even called them to order. So this is the problem when people do comparative analysis on that particular other content. George Weah set the tone. He suspended Eugene Fagon, the legislative branch, Joe Eugene Fagon, for insulting every single before.
I think we're almost getting to the news time, so I want you to conclude.
So I just wanted to point that out. So what you stating, more of it will happen because why? The CA from the top. That's what I just wanted to point out about. But we'll delve into a little bit after the news.
Yep. Thank you, AB. So meanwhile, are we going for the news bulletin now? Okay. Yeah. So you can set up that, then we'll come back after the news bulletin.
Wonderful. So quickly, 1 minute. But Ali wanted to say something quickly, but Ali, maybe before we go for the news break.
Yeah. Ali, go ahead.
It
was not available.
Yes, before we take the time.
All right, good. So we are about to go for a news break. To all of you, our listeners, followers, and viewers, please stick around. After the news break, trust me, we're going to continue the show up to 8 o'clock on tonight. If you're there, we are right here. Right. Yes, indeed.
All right. Maybe we'll see you right after the news bulletin.
From Duburu in Painesville, good evening and welcome to RCI News, a bulletin at 7. My name is Emmanuel Sensi. First, the headlines. President Joseph Walker departs the country to attend the 80th section of the United Nations General Assembly in New York, the United States of America. Citizens Movement for Change political leader Musa Belete reaffirms a commitment to completing the Sakwendu School project and upgrading critical farm to market roads across Kwanuboni district. Finance Development Planning Minister Augustin Gafon reveals that the recent request made by the University of Liberia for additional funding falls outside of the approved national budget. Away from Liberia, 6 people killed and 8 others wounded by Palestinian gunmen in one of the deadliest shooting attacks in Jerusalem in the past few years. Those were the headlines, now the news in details. President Joseph Walker has departed Liberia for the United States of America, where he will attend the 80th section of the United Nations General Assembly in New York, USA, as well as for a series of bilateral and partnership meetings. The president will join fellow heads of states and government, world leaders, and global partners to deliberate on present international issues, including peace and security, climate change, sustainable development, and global cooperation. The Liberian leader is accompanied by a high-level delegation of senior government officials, including the dean and members of the cabinet and legislators, who will attend various side meetings and specialized events such as the United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea and climate-related discussions. Key officials tasked with participating in break-up thematic and other specialized group sections, as well as bilateral meetings, are Foreign Minister Sarah Beselu Yanti, Finance Minister Augustin Gafon, Education Minister Jasu Jala, Environmental Protection Agency Executive Director Dr. Emmanuel Yapaulu, Health Minister Dr. Louis Npoto, and Youth and Sports Minister Councillor Jericho Bangalu. President Bouaka emphasized that Liberia's participation in the UNGA reaffirms the country's commitment to multilateralism and its determination to play an active role in addressing global challenges, while the Diaspora Conference highlights the invaluable role Liberians abroad continue to play in the country's growth and progress. The political leader of the Citizens Movement for Change, Musa Hassan Belete, has reaffirmed his commitment to completing the Sakwendu School project and upgrading critical farm to market roads across Kwanuboni district. Belete received a rousing welcome from residents of Sakwendu town and Kwanuboni district to mark his first official visit in that northern part of Liberia. Addressing a crowd of hundreds gathered at the Mahundu House, that's a town hall, at the weekend, Belete emphasized the urgency and importance of investing in education and infrastructure, calling them the backbone of national development. At the same time, Belete pledged to prioritize the rehabilitation of farm-to-market roads, which he believes are critical to economic activity in the district. The CMC political leader stated that poor road conditions have long hindered farmers from transporting goods, leading to post-harvest losses and limited market access. Finance and Development Planning Minister Augustin Gafon has disclosed that the recent request by the University of Liberia for additional funding falls outside of the approved national budget. Appearing on state radio on Monday, Minister Gafon explained that approving the amount of 5,000 United States dollars could constitute a legislative violation. He noted that the university's budget last year stood at about $33.7 million, while the current allocation is approximately $34 million. Of this amount, Minister Gabon revealed that about $32 million goes towards salaries, while the remainder is used to support the university's operations. He stressed, therefore, that the university's additional request is beyond its approved budget. The Center for National Documents and Records Agency, Wikia Foundation, the consortium of Adult Education of Liberia, and the Liberia Association of Writers, in collaboration with Book Aid International, on Monday joined the global community to commemorate International Literacy Day in Monrovia, held under the theme Promoting Literacy in a Digital Era as an international theme. This year's celebration aimed to emphasize the need for literacy that not only encompasses reading and writing, but also the ability to access, understand, and engage with digital content safely and effectively. International Literacy Day, observed every year on September 8, was established by UNESCO in 1966 to highlight literacy as a fundamental human right and a key driver of development, peace, and justice. President Joseph Boakai has issued a strict presidential directive ordering all appointed public officials, directors, and level managers to immediately settle their outstanding real property tax obligations. The mandate, according to the executive mansion, is in line with the National Code of Conduct and the Liberia Revenue Code. It further emphasized that all officers must pay all outstanding property taxes for private owned properties and settle tax obligations for fiscal year 2025. President Boakai asserted that the Liberia Revenue Authority will collaborate with the Ministry of Finance and Development Planning, the Civil Service Agency, and the Bureau of State Enterprises to oversee verification and enforcement. Campaigners against misinformation and disinformation in Liberia, Executive Director Tawa Johnson has participated in a conference focused on information integrity in West Africa and the Sahel at Tech Park in Prague, Cape Verde. The conference was organized by UNESCO and the government of Cape Verde with support from partners. The conference focused on adopting a model policy framework to uphold information integrity, enhancing digital platform government, protecting human rights, building resilience against misinformation and disinformation, and fostering collaborative engagement for inclusive access to information in West Africa and the Sahel region. The Centuries-In movement has expressed deep concern over the ongoing impasse at the University of Liberia, where the planned commencement of classes this September has been disrupted by the go-slow action of the Faculty Association in response to funding shortages. The recognized the University of Liberia as the country's flagship institution of higher learning and acknowledged the far-reaching implication of these disruptions on thousands of students, their families, and the broader Liberian society. And out of Liberia, 6 people have been killed and 8 others wounded by Palestinian gunmen in one of the deadliest shooting attacks in Jerusalem in the past few years. Israeli police said 2 terrorists arrived in a vehicle and opened fire towards a bus stop at Roman Junction on the city's northern outskirts. An off-duty soldier and a civilian returned fire, neutralizing the attackers, it added. Israeli media identified the dead as 5 men aged between 25 and 79 and a 60-year-old woman. Local hospitals said 2 of the wounded were in a serious condition. There was no immediate claim from any armed groups, although Hamas praised the attack. To end the news, a recap of the headlines. President Joseph Boakai departs the country to attend the 80th section of the United Nations General Assembly in New York, the United States of America. Citizens Movement for Change political leader Musa Hassan Beliti reaffirms his commitment to completing the Sakulendu School project and upgrading critical farm to market roads across Kwano Bonu district. Finance Development Planning Minister Augustine Gafwan reveals that the recent request made by the University of Liberia for additional funding falls outside of the approved national budget. Away from Liberia, 6 people killed and 8 others wounded by Palestinian gunmen in one of the deadliest shooting attacks in Jerusalem in the past few years. RCR News Bulletin at 7, Emmanuel Sensi, good evening.
Small rescue puppets, those apologists, those rescue surrogates, those miscreants, those rescue monkey banks and charlatans who were insulting people. Oh yes, and some of them they are in economic destitution, paralysis, and enigma. Even the rescue, small rescue puppets, those apologists, those rescue surrogates, those
Maybe. Yeah, that other one that is not necessary. We don't want to play that. Yeah, so folks, we want to say thank you to all of you for joining Sktv. And those of you listening to us on the radio, we want to say again, welcome. And if you are following us on YouTube, on Facebook, or on any other social media platform, we want to say welcome. Ali, we are back. What do you take from the, from the news so far, the news bulletin?
Yeah, the news bulletin so far, this issue about the president calling on all government officials to see how to settle their real estate tax and thing. Look, this thing I don't really know. This president have appointed people, they were confirmed, they are serving in position, they refuse to declare their assets. They see president say, oh, if you people can declare your assets, we hold your salaries. All that time, these people, they didn't even pay him no attention. They were there receiving their salaries. They say, oh, we get ombudsman. The ombudsman say, oh, Mr. President, you need to dismiss these people because they can't be working. Some of them, they are still working in the government. They are working in the government. They still holding party positions. Some of them refuse to declare their assets. You need to dismiss them. They hold ombudsman to Supreme Court. Today, people are working. 2 years now, I can say this is 19 months of your administration. They can't declare their assets and you keeping them there. They even say get time. This is the responsible government. And now today you coming to tell them again about real estate tax. Those you see all these things there, they are just showing nothing. I can't really understand. You see, so that's one of the things I saw that foolishness today. I said this is another nonsense. Because if you can tell the people if you declare your asset, I will hold on to your salary, they didn't listen to you. Today they are still there. Ombudsman say you need to dismiss the people. You refuse to even say do it. So I don't really know how the government is proceeding. That your own people that you appoint, you bring them to government, they can't even say listen to you. And this issue, just as we were saying before going to the news break about that threat, the United Party people, these people, they are too that kind of way. They are very, very rude and arrogant. You see, they are so emotional. How many times you have seen government officials, children on Facebook, insulting people, attacking people to defend their parents that are working in government for corruption, allegation, and other things. But those people who are living in destitute and poverty, those beheaded chickens, as you can say with chicken brains, they are the ones to be on social media every day insulting people, threatening people. Because if you don't do that, you go to a minister or director office, you will not get you $25 to buy back or rest for you and your family. You will not see government official children defending their people, but only the foolish people, you will see them on social media insulting people, threatening people's life. They do that to everybody. Sometimes people go on social media, they insult me, they insult my wife, and they even say, swearing my children, this will happen today in America, all kind of funny thing. I don't really know why get them like that. They are so emotional. See? Look at the president talking about people being so rude in the country, they can just use words and things. Just as the caller was saying, Mr. Kone, you sitting over there as a president, your information minister, deputy information minister, they insult everybody in the country free of charge. You don't say a word. As old as you are, what maturity you bring into our country? If you get people serving in the government, you appointed them, they can just cause anybody anytime they feel like. The moment you open your mouth, you say something against the United Party government, they don't even say care who you are in the country. They will go to the Vika press briefing and insult you publicly when the whole world listening to it. And you coming to tell people. So whatsoever the president was saying, it goes right back to his people. As I can always say, children learn from their parents. You see, because they see that government officials are doing it and they are not taking action against them. Now I get them the credence to be coming on social media to be insulting and be threatening people. As you said, you are not responsible for any action they will take against that lady. You sending anybody, but you get family, you for a culture and an organization as well. So whatsoever he or she faces, it's up to them. You not sending anybody. If you feel you can just go and threaten somebody child life, your parents, they know you how useful you are to them. So if somebody will say, I give you 14 days to live, it's up to that person. You get people that behind you too. You are not sending anybody. It can be friends or people who know your value to them, you're important to them. They can do whatsoever they want to do. But all we know that God gave all life and that God can take it away. But this is the of the United Party people. They are so emotional to be on social media, causing people, insulting people. People will tell me, you must the day you read around RA, we will copy for around RA, we put black clothes on your face. You will not know where they will take you. What we feeling with you when you live then all kind of things. I can just screenshot them and I get them. And the day I enter the country, I know what to do. So that's the usual habit.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Neighbor.
Yes, Mr. Colonel, so we're back.
Yeah, after the news, because you were playing that guy.
Yeah, because we got to go for, you know,
our
tradition.
Yeah, but I didn't think that particular video was.
because of what happening to us, Mr. Colonel.
Yeah, you could play a different video, but it's okay.
Yeah, but anyway, thank you, Mr. Colonel. I know, you know, sometimes, you know, the BB water that you'll be using for some of us, we just want to bring it down to our people, understanding, you know, that the life of our people, Mr. Colonel, is terrible. It's not good. Our people are struggling. They made 150. So that's some now that the USD rate is 170, 160, and someone made 150, even 125, because you got to take out all the taxes and so forth, and the money will come down to almost 125. And now, guess what? All of the schools, including all of our transactions in Liberia, they are both in US. In fact, if not, almost 80% of them are in USD. I stand to be corrected, but if you go to the schools, all of the school nowadays is USD. I have 4 information sheets that I have right now. All of these schools, all of their money are all in USD. So by then, the parents, they were thinking as to how to get a USD, how to change their money. Now they're hearing that USD is now like surplus, and to even find LD is difficult. The school now will be teaching, or in fact will be transitioning from USD to that of LD. So that's the kind of society that we live in. When we come here to educate our people, like but Ali just stated, some of those citizens or our people who feel that they should just continue to remain in poverty because poverty is their way of life. And for some of us to say, no, we can't born in poverty. We grew up in poverty. You want us to die in poverty? No. So because for you, poverty is all you like. But for us, no. We have our children that have to live a better life. So Mr. Cannon, for me, if someone step on my toes, and I know very well that I can get access maybe to your name or so forth, I will screenshot everything and repost it and let you know. Because let me tell you, we don't know who is NSC. You don't know NSS security officers. That's the kind of society that we live in. You don't know them. The only people you know are police officer, immigration officer, soldier, and maybe fire service or so forth that you know. But NSA men will be with you, you don't know them. NSA person will be telling you back to back, you don't know them. That's the kind of life that we live in the world. So sometimes this thing when it comes as threat, we will sometimes we are brave, like, okay, yes, I can manage, I can do that, but you don't know who's telling you. You don't know who's telling you. And most of the government officials that also follow these platforms that you just said, they are all consultants to most of the. You can hear Abel Blackie talking. Abel Blackie been talking MCC for ever so long. Go there right now to our MCC and see what happening there. But he remain quiet because that his government. So these people, we have to be careful. We know how they feel. They don't want us to talk about the ills. This thing that they criticized yesterday. Yesterday, it was looking like Liberia should just turn over to Joseph Boga so that we can start to live, or maybe the kind of a life 100%. But today, things even for their own mouth. So the only thing that they can do now is to start targeting people, to start going on people, post comments, even when Julia Other media people that criticized yesterday, when they come today to even talk, they will insult them, go on their post and accuse them. I don't know. But again, that's a society. You can't force everybody to have understand things. But because of lack of education, the Police Act of 2015, even when it comes to the issue of security, Mr. Khan, nobody informing our people. Nobody educating our people. So our people, they just move by what they see, what they hear, and that's it. So for me,
no problem. No problem.
Yeah.
So let's open the lines. Let's hear from our people. Then we'll have some time. You have enough time to react to them moving forward. Maybe Labrampo want to be part of this conversation.
Yeah. Oh yes. Yeah, you're right, Mr. Khan. So okay, go to the line. To interact with you, our callers out there, please 1 minute. Whether you agree with anything or not, please just go straight to the issues and don't be attacking people. We don't want people attacking people. No, go straight to the issues. 0778 or sorry 0770 203125. That's the number again. 0770 203125. Call in and have your say on all of the issues. What is the USD rate or another point that you want to make it? Hello, today's caller. Good evening.
Yeah, people at Boston level.
Mm-hmm.
You know, sometimes the problem people have with you is because of the way you talk on the platform. You attack other people, other personality, but you say but not people were other people when they come in platform, who did that step one time? You say one time for long, you say one time, you don't see after attack. But when they talk about not you, they are question. I'm thinking how you manage it on the platform. What is it you don't read? That just simple high school economics. I don't know what it's high school. I think you want to start it. This kind of situation have the economics in the business sector. These are normal regular things. When we're traveling, you see some people will be technical, they will hold their goods, they will be expecting to sell it at the credit body, or they can exhaust the reorder new goods, they get go with the market system. That's just simple high school economy here. They're all laying out to. Also, that is the correct thing that you have no idea. You must say level, I can be to the EU.
Okay.
All right, thank you. Today's caller, good evening.
Hello, neighbor. How you doing, brother?
I'm okay, my dear, but I thank God for life. Go ahead.
This is the voice of PSI, Nigerian Sugar District.
Mm-hmm.
Neighbor, never in our life have we seen this kind of economic theory. Where you will see they say you have written down, and then there is a instruction that the commercial bank should hold it LD. I think it's artificial. I think the government of the day is not being fair to us. Nobody told or come back to tell people that for the 5 days things to come down. For that reason, because I just one thing they are noted for propaganda. They will run propaganda with everything, including human life, all the run propaganda with. Yeah, what our father minister wants to do to say to hear DC. People say oil water in Ghana. That problem will full face to painful as to say on him. Yeah, never seen most of this Ghana water. It said this that these people just draw in one theory to just lie and insult. Now, there are 2 things that people know how to do, labor. To lie and abuse other people. Some of them in society who got a higher certain second, they will just insult them and they just lie. That is their makeup, that is their genius. That's how they will show us. Thank you.
Thank you, my dear brother. Today's caller, good evening.
Good evening, neighbor.
Yeah, David King. Yeah, go ahead, my brother.
Yeah, my brother. I join you from my residence, Mendoza. You see, neighbor, here's the way of the Unity Party. He got insulted here from the very get-go of President We Are Government. They did all sorts of things. They black rule for one Justina Tiller, who today have become so racist in America. And this is a Unity Party today that are telling us that we shouldn't criticize, we shouldn't say anything. But one thing I want from Mr. Kanye to do, the person who threatened you, let be man enough to name and shame those people, because like bro belong to all of us, and not for a particular group of people. If anything going on wrong here, if we don't talk about it, it will affect us tomorrow and it will affect our children. So we need to speak of the fact, and the fact should be the fact. The issue of a charisma resigning, not get charisma. Diwa Gray, the deputy minister of foreign affairs, she also resigned. She's going to take her airport position in Togo. So a lot of people leaving the rescue team only because of that ineptitude to lead Liberia as a country. So Karishma did the right thing by leaving, but I do not want our party, the CDC, to accept her coming back on her benefit, begging for forgiveness, and we will not accept that from the CDC. That's my own advice to the party.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Today's caller, good evening. Yes, my brother Bill, audible, please. We're not getting you.
Yeah, my name is Alex.
Yeah, thank you. Go ahead, my brother.
Yeah, I want to appreciate you. You know, first day I want to appreciate our government for the good work done. I know that this was only for just add the critic.
Well, instead of the line, keep a calls coming to 0770-203125. The president said anything you do, they will talk. The only time they will not talk, or maybe when they want you to leave from the position. Hello, today's caller, good evening. Yes, go ahead.
Remember, my name is I'm calling my chocolate is full.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, the thing we're discussing now, Melbourne, like Bruce deserve Melbourne. What I say like Bruce deserve is because Melbourne 3 March 2023, from the body I mean 2023, because the body was shown to liberate people. He said that America are working government that are people are living on rule. Can you imagine someone spent for 2 years working commerce sector? 3 years, you never recover, another 3 years. Because they are living on rule. Then like people sit down there and say, yes, you live on rule, we sell food for you. You know who when you come for our people that will not able to manage itself. So you know how to manage country, your nation, then you put nation in a person here. When will I go for a study at the present movement? Huh? This government, they take person, they can one person in a government to make person that will make impact in all the people left. Every day, different things. What I question before that it is still going on. They not even get solution or some of the people that make the people that want to depend on it to have hope. But just what I have to say, oh, that people are rude, that this. That one made a good put a benefit. What want to benefit? What problem you have country work for us to work, benefit our country. So I go to school. So I want to develop the outside of school open. We talking about we're going to pay the half of children to go to school. No money in the country. Then you talking about all this and that. You not table. No, in the market. You know, just case.
All right. All right. Thank you, my dear brother. Today's caller, good evening. Thank you, Arvin, for joining us, my brother. Go ahead.
You see the president, you always talk for the people that put in there are the people responsible for it insulting us. So we blame him. The other time he went there, like when people are beggar. Yesterday, people are trying to call one press conference only to insult the country. But we blame the president. We blame the president because you are there to play an eye in school. They ain't thinking about how to post that of my money in the budget for my parents to open a university. They didn't care about that one. But the president has only press conference to insult the country. But we blame the president. You got all the government officials and the budget started over their car passing around with this Starlink. But there's no money in the budget for people to be able to run government state one university. You see the thing we insult? But you got NASCO board, you got LRA board, even the NS, all of them put something over their car. The party around with their hands up to. They have to help. What? I said you don't know the thing for us. They call it make sure they're kind of hey. But yet the president is going on the radio to install me in country. But we bring the president.
All right.
So that thank you, bro.
Thank you. Today's caller, good evening.
Good evening, Bebo. How are you today?
Man, dear brother, I'm doing okay. Thank God for life.
Okay, my name is Mabuse. I'm calling you from Brownsville. So for me, I really think I'm not really someone who delve into many of the things or I like a lot of the things you people discuss. But sometimes it's good to allow. And I stated one time on the station and I said, you don't have to like everything from your enemy. You listen to your enemy, and your enemy criticize you. You look into it, your people speak to you, the good one that you take care of, the bad one you leave it there. And even your friend who are closer to you that say hallelujah, hallelujah, just there some time to see with the words of things and see whether they stay saying hallelujah, then you know they're not sincere to you. This government should start, I feel that they should be listening to some of the things and then they can be able to take cue from it and be able to improve upon them. My own thing that sometimes I have with, I'm not personally attacking, but sometimes people will say we attack people who talk on the station. But sometimes they aggressive, the language. Like sometimes when I listen to words, stupid, this, that, using from some of the families, it doesn't really show good morals and other things that you are what it going to be. But as long as you stick up to the issues they are all, many of them they are genuine and they are going to be all issues. They are going to be continuously coming up. With this government, future government to come, they're going to come up. How you go about to address it is the issue is the best way majority coming.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Discuss the issue and don't attack personality. Today's caller, good evening.
Good evening, me bomb and your food in the diaspora. In Lower Johnsonville. Thank you guys for the fascinating discussion. We want to keep governance is not a chance. And thankfully, just like Imam Bouaka and co-officials and a team to power. Other than that, people could just hand up a seat member that Bishop Bouaka was the most competent and the political leader in the history of Liberia. Today, yes, he liked it. Great sector has totally fallen apart. Economically, they are totally failed. This is the first time in the history of Liberia. Much of the honor has gotten Gafua as the finance minister, where there's the rate just dropped overnight. And the rate is dropping, and the reduction in the rate does not correspond with the king prices. Back arrest is 3,000 plus. They said they brought a back arrest down, but that's a complete fiasco. The two other air canal beverages is a complete fiasco. Air is still $50. Fried air to the bureau at Aisha is $70. I see the kind of economic and the grossly incompetent these guys brought to power. See how Augustine Gafana disgraced himself. They can lie to the liberal people that, some people are not doing water or hoarding water if we swing in central time immediate economy is better. I actually that's a thing and a complete naivety on the part of.
All right. Thank you. Today's caller, good evening.
Good evening,
Yes, go ahead, man, dear.
I want to say thank you guys for the show. I think you people are doing well, but I'm sure you will do better if you have to balance your show. Not that what you say as criticism of government are all wrong, but there are times too you need to say the positive things that the government does, so that the show can be balanced.
But we're always doing that. I don't know why you probably have issues with some of these things. So which one of the things that we haven't maybe haven't said here that maybe the government have done, or the government break ground for bridge, we talk that. The government appoint people, we talk that. I don't know why we don't want for the talk. But go ahead.
People from the southeastern region are not suffering to come to Morena or to vote as a party in the past year. That's positive. If you are the same, thank God that the government is dealing the streets in Jakarta, that positive. But to appoint somebody and you say the government appointed somebody, is that anything positive that you say?
Okay, thank God that the president has appointed, or maybe you built it. And I hear chief. That one okay. All right, thank you. Thank you. Don't get waste people. I don't know what you call negative. Hello to this caller. Good evening.
Sorry that I didn't get to that much, and then my went out. There's my booster. You know, there's one thing that I want to talk about. You know, one time my father told me, he said, when they grew up, they were buying 100 kg deco rice just for $4.50. 100 kg deco rice. They were buying cement for 60 cents at that time. When I got up, I saw him were around $7 100 deco rice. The day it went to $9, we had a problem in this country. And even the only person that succeeded to bring price down, and at the end of the day, and he was able to use iron to say, if you don't bring it outside, just keep it forever, you will never sell it. That just still up. Because by the time you get to that particular point, the people will say, okay, say you want to go in it, I will not sell it. Because business people, they always want to create those kind of situations. They don't want to be law about it. With the reality that exists, yes, indeed, the price, they say this is the price. They say they're not abiding by it. But by the time this government, its enforcers decide to enforce, they say they are cramping down on people. So I think we also, and another thing that I saw that you were already talking about, you talk about something like Police Act. And you know,
yes,
sometimes, yeah, the Police Act of
2015, man, yeah, but we got to know our rights and know about all these things.
You know, sometimes you can have some police program on the radio. Sometimes we encourage the police to come to educate. It's just unfortunate that the other one on the LDA, when they went, the MCC went somewhere around 14th Street or so, and they were enforcing something. It's not because they were wrong enforcing it, but because they were very poor. You know, so
that thing you say here, so it's difficult. These are things that will go through. People, they will not come. So I'm coming with that's the thing. Thank you. So let's call up. Good evening. Hello? Yes, go ahead quickly, my dear brother.
This is William Sunday, and I joined this conversation from District 3. Well, let's not appreciate you for the very knowledge, and I just want to take this opportunity to appreciate our government for the work they consider for the African people. The U.S. rates that's the great. Those people say what is dividend is great. Today I am still not dividend label. I am a living testimony. Today I want to register my son. The school that I want to register my son in the first instrument registration and other tuition is $150 US that I was paid today. And what I did now, if I have to pay in Labor Day, the fact that the different rate I was operating 200, I was to pay 30,000. But today, because of the way the rate dropped, I just went to the money changer bank and I bought a US 180. So if I was to spend 30,000 today, I spent 27,150. I spent 27,000 to register my son. So if I had 3,000 left, I just went to the nearby shop. I bought half that to register. If I can give it and I get it. But if the rate was 200, my friend, today I would have spent 30,000 and I spent additional 50,000 plus to buy rent. So today I am a living testimony that the rate drop is free dividend. So anybody who says the free dividend, if you got anything to buy US, I advise you, go and buy a US and go purchase whatever things that you want to purchase in the US. You see the differences between it. So I think that may appreciate it. So that now you want to go out there like that for the MTV come back. It's another good news for people for us to celebrate. We got to celebrate it. Thank you, Mabel.
Thank you, my dear brother. To this caller, we'll take one or two more to cross over. Maybe Mr. Cannon, the team want to respond. I'm okay, my dear brother. Good evening.
Thank you very much. This is Sidiki Kuma. Comment on Nima Sidiki. I'm calling from Morris.
Yeah, go ahead, Nima Sidiki.
Thank you for you see, Mabel, you got to applaud the government for bringing you a rate down. But the first motive, bringing you a rate down, then when are the job opportunity for librarians? Because you look at some librarians, you use this less time because job are employed there. So where are they getting? You are saying that you have a drop to 190, 170. They have a drop. Go back and the rest of the rest 1,000. Let's see. Even the government try to put a synergy and the marketing together. If people buy residence, full amount 3,000, now we go buy a different place. For the most, you know, they say, I don't get rest. Go to back at school. Even if no enforcer that on the street, as soon as they go to the drugstore, they grab the envelopes and link. So it's very wrong. The government is trying to put a synergy and marketing together.
All right, thank you. Thank you. Maybe I will ask Mr. Colin, maybe now who bringing the US rate down, whether it's the government or is the business. Because we don't know economy. Today's caller, good evening. Yeah, go ahead. Hello, go ahead.
Yeah, you know, neighbor. They rest in here. We need to be still in school. You know, Labrin, we are talking of people. It's very tough. Are we not happy? The respect stuff. The rest I want to go back with. Somebody said, well, at 3,005, where is it? I just bought record tomorrow. The last time, 2 years, I bought it 2015.
So the US rate is just about rest?
No, it's very good. How it works.
No, I'm asking you, I want the job, is the US rate also about rest? Because you're just talking about rest.
When you say, what do you mean?
No, I said you're just talking about rest. So I'm asking you, whether the US rate is just all about rest.
No, the US rate is how it works. Any plan for that matter. Let me tell you, the US rate just started Chabi, this is a book. Started Chabi, Friday, and well, now asking one to the worst one day. Now, the way it gets still good is when the rate, now when I not stable. So when the rate comes to every place, or steadily right now, let's say the rate comes to 150 stable for a week. That's the time the president of the still will be expected right there because somebody go back to the US that I'm not umbrella and it's the press, they have it in the US, they will convert it and say, okay, the rate at 150 and then they will buy it up. But is that automatic? What kind of
rescue? I don't know rescue. I don't know what kind of thing you see. I would not want to say economy, but you have to even convince me. Okay. Why get master degree inside? Jesus. Okay. I don't know it. Yeah, me, I don't get master inside. That's the problem with me. Look, yeah, God. If I come back on this earth, I just want to be in Liberia. Let me just continue to live in this country. God. Today's call of good evening. The last or maybe we'll take a few more calls. Yeah, but yeah, but good evening for the country. Let the master degree may explain to me. Master, can you understand?
The fight to be 2 years is you cannot propaganda love suffering. Liberia are suffering too. I hear no rescue beginning trying to defend and whatsoever trying to bring propaganda. Young people are suffering. They don't take your certificate. Go around Morovia school open. See how many students will be sitting home while the others are in class. There are those people that will get to school, tell them to bring their roster, the enrollment document they can record. See how many they go last year. People suffering. These guys should stop doing all the propaganda. You get to know. See the people that all the guys that come to help us. Don't be pretending to bring propaganda and we're suffering and no help to come help us. Don't behave as if everything is normal. Look, the people who are sickness, they don't get a solution to their problem. People who announce that I get problem, I get sickness. Those are people who can get killed for the curable disease. But curable disease can kill people because you hide it, you want other people to know about it, so you end up hiding until you die for it. What happened to us?
All right, Charles Cooper. Let me tell my brother Charlie. Maybe Charlie to get master degree in, I don't know what about the economy or what. Charlie, good evening.
Good evening, neighbor.
What say you, my dear brother?
Let me make a disclaimer, neighbor. I'm not a student of economics. I don't even have a first degree in economics, but I'm a rational being. I saw common sense.
Cool.
Logic. I believe in logic and reason. Neighbor.
Go ahead, I'm listening to you.
I want to urge you, do not listen to the rescue color brigade. Let me tell you, these guys received $2015, $2025 to call and get game reporter. And as I posted on my page, United Party is only known for mere propaganda. If you take mere propaganda for United Party, nothing is left with them. So therefore, all we are cognizant of these things, so it does not worry us. Maybe what is happening with the U.S. issue is an artificial shortage of the labor day. And there's a strategy. They know what they are doing, maybe. We there in Liberia, maybe we are seeing more than 4 successive government. So we understand how government work in Liberia. We are never talking about this country. Our Liberianness cannot be challenged by anybody. For me, I've never been over this country, maybe throughout my life. During the war, I was here. Even though I was small, but I can still have good memory of some things. And now government have been running this country. So nobody will tell you this economic principle that lie. That's why it's properly black market theory. There's a complete black market theory going in Liberia. Right now, the shortage of the labor is at the future. Nobody cannot give you any economic model or principle to back that claim. So, the propaganda thing when I hear about the reality is that when people are suffering, we are not being rescued, but some of us knew that this government cannot rescue or only God can rescue us. So it's not screen to us. Thank you.
Thank you, my dear brother. Thank you. Yes, keep your calls coming. Those of you, maybe Mr. Cannon say one for more calls because when people they get master, some people get PhD. They will tell us how the economy run and how things will be. So let's call.
No. Maybe after that we can talk. We can talk.
All right.
I'm calling from Beto Island this evening.
All right, you will be our last caller. Go ahead. Go ahead. Yes, Beto will get to you. You are last caller. Go ahead. Yeah, man, Beto will not get you to go to one. What are you asking me?
Yeah, because when the government came to power, the rest of $13.50.
Okay.
$13.50. And when they drop it, the rest drop now. How come? Rest went all the way to $20 before fucking the count down, to $15, $16. That people talking the rest drop. Where the rest drop? From $13 to $14, that price dropping there. They come in a shame. You know what happening now? The US, the LD.
I don't know. You two, I hope that you understand before they can say you said
We're going to be the past government. People are going to say the past government ain't giving the money to Joey and us. So you want them to say the shut up bucket trial with the LD? The money? Huh?
Well, thank you, my dear brother. These are things, these are common sense that we talk about. Sometimes you don't have to get all of the masters, the PhD, and so forth. Like my brother Charles Cooper stated. Sometimes a job, come on, look, our people up interior, bad to bad, they don't care about how many degrees you have or so forth. They look at the kind of impact that you make in their life. Maybe the last caller could make my kind of way you have. Hello to this caller, good evening.
Good evening, neighbor. How are you?
I'm okay, my dear. Thank God for life.
Yeah, to the brother that say that you can master in economy. Why is he not helping the government to subsidy for us? Neighbor, as I tell you right now, all of my children are sitting. All of my children sitting. I don't know what to start from. Then you can't do it, you get master. You play so you can work on things the way they kind of minister to you can see also you can go there so you can be sweeping at all again. Maybe it's not for us.
Thank you, my dear. Oh, yeah. So some of the kind of that we gotta go. There are people they interested. I want to go to the call too soon because you.
No, but I enjoy the calls. I enjoy the call, and the woman that just called, the lady that just called, she's the best caller of the night. You know, if you think you are pineapple, you can make your own juice. So if this person said they are, financial experts, they have master's degree in finance or in economics, and the government is struggling, government that he supports, I think is unfair and it's only befitting for him to go and help, the government so that the Liberian people, can see the result. But if we have all these financial experts supporting the government, but they don't have the courage to go and help, that is not fair to the government. It's not fair to the Liberian people. So I'm hoping that this person will go and help the government. Secondly, somebody said that we are not saying anything, any good thing about the government. We don't speak negative about the government. But maybe what I know, I think this government has enough people already to sing for them. They have enough people. They have 4 agencies, 2 different agencies. Ministry of Information. They are there to promulgate the achievements of the government. The LBS, that's supposed to be for the public, for the Liberian people, they have dedicated their entire platform to promoting and even insulting people on behalf of the government. Also, we have another agency that has been created by the government called, I don't know, somebody said Cash Reloaded yesterday. I don't understand. I hear still saying Cash Reloaded. I didn't even hear that name before. I used to call it Useless Reloaded. But now I heard yesterday that the name is Cash Reloaded. I heard that from Stand Up With a Spoon. So that was also created for the sole purpose of promulgating the message of the government. Are those not enough of praise singers for the government? Do you want to put your pepper in our mouth? Are we the one to promote the image of your government? Our job is to do both. But if your exercise is more than your achievement, definitely we'll talk about whatever that is available to us. When last have this government, your government has actually sent us any information about their achievement for us to talk about it? Nothing. Whatever we know, whatever is available to us, that's what we talk about. And for me, from the opposition standpoint, the more you exhibit inaptitude, the more you show to Liberian people that you have no idea about governance, the more you expose your level of incompetence. I will be happy to share that with Liberian people. If you do good things, we'll also share that with Liberian people. But if we have said in the past and we maintain that you are not capable of leading the country and you are proving us right, so do you think we should not take advantage of your own behavior that you are exhibiting to share with the Liberian people? We will do that any given day. So you are the one. You have the destiny of your own. You have the steering of your own destiny. You can choose which direction to go. If you do the right thing, we don't have to say it. Liberian people will feel it. They will know it. They will see it, and they will feel it. But because you are not doing it, because the Liberian people are not feeling it, because they are not saying it, we want us to create, something that does not exist. You want us to say good things that don't exist? Come on, man, we can't do that. If you want us to talk about good things, do it right, do the right thing. So whether we say it or not, Liberian people will feel it, and they will talk about it, and you will be proving us wrong. Because if we are just here talking about bad or talking about wrongdoing of the government, all you need to do is to do the right thing. Let Liberian people feel it. For example, the CMC is not going around sharing money with anybody. But why is it that Liberian people are gravitating towards the CMC, telling Musability thank you, even people who are not part of the CMC? Liberians from all walks of life, they will call, they will say, well, all you can say anything you want to say about Musability is developmental oriented. Musability and the CMC, they have started on a good footing, development before even asking for a vote. We're not giving money to people to say that. We're not going to everybody door to door giving them money, but they are seeing the practical. They are seeing the tangibles. They are not just, being filled with, with lip services. TMC is doing things from the political point of view, from the political standpoint. So if you want to be, talk about in a positive way, do positive things. Let the people see it, let them feel it. That's all you need. So you don't expect us to be the one to, praise things to you when you don't have anything to provide to Liberia. So maybe AB is calling, he wants to ask something before we go.
Yes, so Mr. Kane, in fact, let me join you. Every time when you have the kind of shows and you have the kind of platform and you maybe open a line to hear from the people, like you just stated, if there, for example, 30 chorus.
Go ahead. No, AB is line. I want to say AB was on the line.
Oh, okay. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, AB, just go ahead quickly. We have 4 minutes to go, so maybe one can close.
Maybe, hold on, it's a fascinating topic.
Yeah.
The caller brigade, they are very interesting. Trust me, the one for Sktv and True FM to be praise sinking. But the question go back to the Sekou, what have been stated here that are not factually correct? Now take for instance, just of today, Sekou, the General Assembly officially opened on the 9th. But the actual debate, let it go back and read it. It starts on the 22nd and the 23rd. You have the president, the entire delegation is coming in the United States. They're going to be here, and the debate starts on the 23rd. Whose expense that delegation going to be here of all our youth?
The Liberian people.
The Liberian people. They're not going to read that. You're not making that story up. You gotta use almost $400,000 to go to Japan and brought nothing back. When the people are critical of it, they use all the criticizing the government. They're talking about rule. Everything that you are doing was set in motion by your predecessor, but you never gave them credit for anything. But you want for Sktv to come and praise you your whole day. I mean, if you talk 2 times a month, Sekou, so that's an interesting one. They wanted to highlight that.
Thank you,
Go back and read about the General Assembly. If you're going to open at 9, but the debate for president and other people, it starts on the 23rd.
We'll definitely talk about that tomorrow. We'll definitely talk about the trip and the General Assembly and what and everything it entails, tomorrow.
We gotta highlight those things. But if you have 10 for the time, and they won't take you, man.
Thank you, brother. Maybe you can take it from there.
Yeah, so Mr. Kana, quickly, so I was saying, so if you have 30 quarters and out of the 30 quarters you have only 2 or 3 going against, then that allows people to know that indeed that we are making progress. So those of you who are always thinking that, well, yeah, every time you can talk about anything, look, we will come here and talk about the good and the bad. The Mr. Kana stated, for me, those of you who get master's degree and PhD into everything, like our sisters said, go out there and help your government. That's the best thing to do. They're leaving you out. They are picking the quote-unquote the people that they think they can work with. And you there, you're struggling, looking for a job here and there. Even when they say there's a little vacancy, you see thousands of our young people struggling to be part. When we come here, you want to get angry, you want to vent all of your angers on us because we come here to speak truth to power. It's up to you. But good night again, Mr. Connor. Thank you so much. Thank to our viewers, our listeners. Thank to the management, head up Truth FM 96.1. Liability, and they had a radio program.
You the man, Melbourne. Thank you so much. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you. See you. Thank you. Good night. So, folks, good night to all of you. We'll see you again on tomorrow. Bye, God.